Hello. A cold front dropping into the heart of Europe will bring some heavy late season snow across Austria, Switzerland and into northern Italy through Monday and Tuesday. And the clue is in the name. It will also pull much colder air in behind it, so our temperatures will plummet across many central areas of Europe to around 5 to 10 degrees below average values through the middle of the week. The whole system will drift its way eastwards Tuesday into Wednesday, pushing some heavy rain across Hungary into Romania, and we'll see some mountain snow here. 21 in Bucharest though on Tuesday ahead of that weather system. In terms of the amount of snowfall we may well see across parts of the Alps into the middle part of the week, we could be talking up to 25 centimetres, best part of a foot of snow set to fall. Generally for Western Europe, it's a much quieter picture as an area of high pressure expands. Some showers though getting into Spain and Portugal. Some quite persistent rain actually across parts of southern Spain. And there you see the wetter weather pushing its way eastwards, and we'll see some wintry conditions for a time in Warsaw, then reverting more to rain later in the week. Eventually our temperatures though are back up into the teens by the time we see some sunshine returning on Saturday and Sunday. A little bit of warmth on the way for Western Europe as we get further into our outlook as well. Hello. We have some heavy snow to come across the high plains of the US for Saskatchewan and Manitoba through the early part of this week on the rear end of an area of low pressure that will pull cold air actually quite a long way south across the plains on Monday. We'll see some snow getting through into Minnesota through the day. As we look further into the Midwest, it's more likely to be rain getting through into the northeast of the US, looking unsettled across the Canadian Maritimes too. Further west, an area of low pressure brings more wet, windy and at times wintry weather into Alaska for Monday as well. For much of British Columbia and Alberta though, a lot of sunshine, and we carry that all the way down the west coast of the US. Still drought conditions prevailing here, and we'll see a return of a critical fire risk to parts of the southwest of the US as we look at Tuesday's forecast. Further east, a closer look at where we have those showers for the northeast of the US and parts of eastern Canada on Monday. Further south, we're seeing things clearing up quite nicely now across Florida as our frontal system pulls away to the south, and it's anticipated we should continue with some quieter weather here through the early part of the week ahead. We could see some showers though returning to the deep south in the coming days, and certainly things remain unsettled through the northeast thanks to that low. Hello. We're set to see some very lively showers extending across many parts of India in the next few days. You can see from the white cloud here to the south where some of the punchier ones have been of late, but they are tending to push their way further north as we look through the early part of the week ahead, accompanied by very squally winds, some locally heavy downpours, but as always the case with showers, not all areas will see them. And to the northwest of the country, it looks like the squally winds could trigger some dust storms, particularly across Rajasthan through Wednesday into Thursday. Further north, we've got a lot of sunshine across Kazakhstan. The remnants of a weather system still bringing some wintry showers into the Hindu Kush on Tuesday. Temperatures around average for Tashkent there at 21 degrees, 21 in Kabul, up to 33 in Islamabad, close to 40 in Delhi, a little warmer than we'd anticipate at this point in the year. Some heavier showers targeting Sri Lanka again on Tuesday. We'll also see some locally more intense downpours pushing into the northeast of India, running into the north of Bangladesh and up towards Bhutan. Tashkent set to see the temperatures creeping up a little as we move through the week ahead, whereas for Kabul they'll ease back as the weather remains unsettled here. Looking pretty wet in Colombo through the next 5 days with more showers to come. Hello. South Africa experienced some record-breaking April heat through the weekend, and again across the western half of the country under the influence of high pressure, we anticipate those temperatures sitting well above average through the early part of the week, and quite a high fire risk here as well, thanks to the very dry, sunny and hot weather. Further north, we've got a weather system just sitting off the coast of Tanzania that will mean some fairly frequent showers for Tanzania and parts of Mozambique. And then further north still, we still have quite a chilly northerly wind feeding into Egypt and northern Sudan through the early part of the week. So temperatures here will sit below average for the next couple of days. You can see Cape Town up to 31 there, but further inland we could be looking at the low 40s for western parts of South Africa. Temperatures in Cairo starting to push back up closer to average values as the northerly wind eases later in the week. But it's that same northerly wind that will mean below average temperatures across parts of Israel, Syria and the Lebanon Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Across the Middle East, generally a lot of fine weather in our outlook. Essentially a case of light winds too as we look towards the Gulf and along the length of the Red Sea. And there you see eventually those temperatures for Damascus and Tel Aviv recovering as the northerly wind eases in the next 4 or 5 days. Hello. On our latest South American satellite picture, you can see a big area of clear skies extending from the southeast of Brazil across northern Argentina, covering Uruguay and Paraguay. This is a big area of high pressure that will hold steady throughout the week ahead, meaning a lot of dry weather here, but actually temperatures in many spots a few degrees below average for the time of year. To the south, though, we have a quite potent weather front making its way into southern Chile on Monday. There'll be some heavy rain here and strong winds. And further north, it still looks quite lively through much of the Amazon basin and along the north coast of Brazil. We may just see the tail end of a weather front feeding some showers up towards Rio through Monday on into Tuesday. There's a closer look at that front approaching southern Chile. The strong winds could be the biggest issue here rather than the heavy rain. Rio de Janeiro looking brighter and warmer by the time we get to the end of the week. Central America, some lingering cloud across the mountains close to Mexico City, producing some drizzly rain on Monday. Some showers popping off, spilling out of Colombia into Panama, working their way into Costa Rica through the Caribbean. Generally, though, a quiet and fine story for the days ahead. Certainly lots of sunshine to come for Havana, rather more showery for San Jose. Hello. Some very heavy rainfall to start the week across the southern Korean peninsula, all thanks to a frontal system that extends out of eastern China. If you look at the satellite picture, you can kind of see actually how that line of cloud goes all the way back into northern Thailand. But let's look where the head of that band of cloud is heading for Tuesday, sweeping across Japan for parts of Kyushu and Honshu. Relentless rain and a risk of flash flooding. Also some very strong onshore winds. By then, it is looking clearer though across the Korean peninsula. Still some heavy showers for central China and some heavier downpours for Laos through into northern Thailand, and still plenty of monsoon rain affecting Singapore, Malaysia and Indonesia. For Tokyo, no sign of things really settling down and any proper sunshine until Thursday, but then it looks unsettled again come the weekend. Saroja has now pulled away to the south of Australia. Behind it, we're pulling in chilly southerly winds, below average temperatures for Perth on Tuesday. Looking very unsettled for New Zealand in the days ahead. Bands of showers, more persistent rain working their way from south to north. Temperatures, well, probably still managing to get around average values for the time of year, but some of that rainfall is going to be on the intense side with some strong winds accompanying it.